play out the way that you guys saw it. Hopefully you guys saw it. I'm gonna say this, man. If you guys didn't get a chance to see the fight, you didn't want to pay pay-per-view money. Look here, man. Go get you an Amazon Fire Stick. Go get you a box, and make sure that you get Cody uploaded on there. Cody is going to enable you to be able to watch all of that stuff for free. And I really hate to say for free because you pay for internet service. Okay? You pay for internet service. So if you paying for the internet, and some people are paying a little more due to jumping up in megs or what have you, you are basically paying for all of those services instead of being able to or being forced to jump into subscribing to HBO, Showtime, and all of that stuff. Come on, man, go get you a Fire Stick, get Cody on there, and I'm telling you, you can watch anything. I mean, I know some of you guys are jumping up, streaming online and all of that stuff. That's cool too, but Cody centralizes all of that. But anyway, that's enough plugging that. I ain't really trying to plug them, but I mean, awesome stuff. It's just awesome stuff, man. Go on there, click on the sports section, boxing, boom, and I can watch it. Easy. Just like watching regular TV. But anyway, man, did it play out the way y'all thought it was going to play out, man? Told you guys to watch T. Crawford. Told you guys the guy, was going to get in there and he's going to be moving around. His movement, man, I'm telling you, nobody is going to be able to keep up with that kid, man. If you're not training, moving and moving around and then being able to hit off the movement. Everybody, oh man, he can do this off the jab and this and that. Nah, man. He's throwing heavy punches, power punches off the movement, from left to right, ambidextrous guy, orthodox, unorthodox kind of guy. Telling you, man, this dude right here, I can't really say it's a surprise. It's not a surprise. I mean, this dude, they gave Postol, they actually said this was a 50-50 fight, man. That's what they said. This is a 50-50 fight. Who is they? The writers, media, a lot of big wigs in boxing thought this was going to be a 50-50 fight, man. And you already know that Postol, whatever you want to call him, Postol. I watched him fight before. He looks superior when he's in there with somebody with similar skill. But when you got a guy in there that can hit you with both hands, power, in both hands, and be able to switch hit, and all you doing is jabbing all night, you standing in front of the guy. First of all, I told you guys about this. Anybody that Freddie Roach trains, they always go straight forward. I mean, he did a good job in trying to cut off the ring and trying to pin Crawford up against the ropes and stuff. He was doing a good job earlier on, but I was watching the fight with my brother, and we always watch boxing together. And I was watching the fight with my brother. I told him, I'm like, man, by the fifth round, I told him by the fifth round, Postol, this dude is gonna be frustrated. He gonna get frustrated. He ain't gonna be able to land no punches. He ain't gonna be able to land that jab that he trying to throw. And T. Crawford is just gonna start letting off on him, with lefts and rights, straight rights. And he started throwing uppercuts and going over the top. I'm telling y'all, it's just a sad thing, man, that that boxing is like, we're going to keep our fighters centralized over here to this promoter, and we're going to keep our fighters centralized to this promoter, and we're going to keep our fighters centralized to that promoter. It's sad. Golden Boy, top rank, And we got Mayweather trying to get in the sweepstakes, and I'm just. Then you got Al Heyman. Keeping all the fighters on lock. I like what Al Heyman is doing. PBC, awesome stuff. That's another day, another topic. We're gonna continue with this conversation. I just wish that we could get this guy in the ring now with the top opposition in the welterweight, against some of these Al Heyman fighters. It's time to see him in there with Broner and Spence and maybe even T. Bradley. I mean, T. Bradley, and we know that he's an Arrow fighter, so T. Bradley, maybe not. I saw him next to him during the fight and cheering him on and all of that, so I don't know what that's about, stablemate. But we need to see him in there now, man. We need to put him in there with Porter and Thurman, and it's a lot of guys that he could fight. Top level guys, and we got some C level guys, B level guys. You can even put him in there with Amir Khan. You can put him in there with some of these guys. And see what's going on. See what speed against speed can do. But we know that Khan comes forward. Starting to learn how to move a little bit now that he's been working with Virgil Hunter. I said during the last video that Crawford, sometimes he drops his hands due to the fact that he doesn't respect his opponents. They came prepared last night. Came prepared, man. This guy was trying to hit him. He hit him a few times. Postol, he hit him a few times. But that was only due to the fact that Crawford didn't move the way that he was supposed to, or he was trying to engage, and he was throwing some looping shots at him, and he ended up getting caught a little bit. But overall, man, this guy didn't do enough to touch T. Crawford. He didn't do enough at all. So we looking forward, man, to seeing that Pacquiao fight. But who knows if it's gonna happen? Pac already has agreed, supposedly, and take a sip of this tea, man. Who knows if they're gonna really honor that? Who knows, man? We don't know. But if not, it's time to see him in there with some of that top opposition at welterweight. That's what we're looking at. Boxing is on the rise right now. It's not on the decline. If you guys are paying attention to the moves that's being made in this sport. But got to give T. Crawford credit. I don't want to hear none of that racial stuff and all of that hating and fanboyism. I don't want to hear it, man. You got to give credit where credit is due. This guy is ready for the top opposition. It's too easy for him to be up in there with guys that don't move like that. He's going to continue to do what he did last night, and then people are going to keep saying, oh, his level of competition ain't this and ain't that. He had that fight with Gamboa, and that's all he did. He fought Gamboa. Gamboa, had like a 2-year layoff before that, and woo, woo, woo. We all know the yaps. We all know the yaps, man. But anyway, man, I like to keep these at 8, and I done already gone over another minute and some change. So get at me, man. Let me know what you guys think. Crawford put on a show last night, man. Boxing, a school of boxing. School of boxing. Peace.